Alright guys, and we are here with the next epic series. Jack, you with me?
But I am muted and now I am here.
Yeah, which makes you 100% more awesome than when you're muted. So anyway, let's introduce the players. It seems to be a tradition tonight that I introduce this sweet blue Zerg spawning here in the bottom left corner. He is Liquid TLO.
And in the bottom right hand, bottom left hand, bottom right hand corner of our screen, we have HasuObs with the pylon in his base. This could be some in-base forge action.
Ooh.
It could also be some in-base, gateway. This could be a one gas gateway expand, or it could be a gasless expand. A lot of the German players in IEM and in MLG were doing this. We're doing a gasless one gate expand against Zerg.
I could just imagine if we were on camera, we would see your brain bulging against your skull when you were trying to remember that. That would be so awesome, by the way. CGI effects on the faces of the casters, that would be something new in esports. But anyway, we have a hatchery first build from TLO, which is very unusual against Protoss. And for now, this pylon is not doing really anything. Is HasuObs? Wow, he is.
This is a really risky play.
Oh my god! I mean, it will work because, but Hasu doesn't know that. It will work because our friend TLO also went for a expansion first build, but HasuObs starting the game like a baller. He is, and with that pylon behind his mineral line, he will be able to put a forge there. So even if a Zergling aggression would happen, he would be able to fall back and defend his base, his main base. Now it is getting quite interesting, guys, and now TLO will get scouted. HasuObs will confirm. Oh, this expand. What? This is too fast, my friend. Are you trying to tell me that you did not use protection?
Yeah, he didn't, and the thing that makes this particularly risky is not that he went Nexus first, but that he built the pylon in his main, didn't scout, went Nexus first, built another pylon, and then scouted. Like, that is delaying the scout so much. Any sort of an early pull would be devastating.
But then, not scouting and having that probe in your main is actually something that would help you to defend against any early aggression. So you're making a conscious choice of not scouting, and this is so awesome. I mean, I already love this play. We have a gateway already, a forge here, and a cybernetic score. I don't think that the wall will be finished. TLO is well known for not being overly aggressive at the beginning of a game. However, yesterday, I think for the first time in a very long while, we saw him doing a 6-pull. And will this Roberto escape? Roberto, don't worry.
Roberto escapes. He is the 5% of Robertos that survive.
My god.
We're just so happy for him.
And now we cannot distinguish him from the others here in the mineral line.
Just sort of blends in with all of his cousins and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters. They don't age probes, that's the thing. I mean, how old are the probes? You don't really know how old they are. The older probes look as young as the youngest probes, and vice versa.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Picking up chicks would be so risky, having that in mind.
You have no idea how old they are. You definitely need to see some ID in that situation.
How old are you?
How old are you? Well, I was built at the 1 minute mark.
How dare you ask?
I'm very old.
Yeah.
I'm very old.
So anyway, we see Hasu going for a Stargate play, which is going to be interesting, guys. On the other side of the map, TLO already having an expansion here, so he's playing extra greedy. However, again, I'm overusing the word however tonight. However, I need to point out the last time that he is going for a fast third, even though he has so many gases.
Yep, he's grabbing the 3 gases pretty quickly and making nothing but drones. 42 workers to, wow, 40 from HasuObs. HasuObs, because he got that Nexus first, is actually keeping up with the Zerg in terms of work production very well.
Nice.
Using a lot of chrono boosts in the early stages on his probes. Keeping up, so
And unlike
Kudos to
Monchi, he is not afraid of doing a mothership core early in the game. I think I don't want to be criticizing players so much because Monchi probably would be able to dismantle my play with using only one hand and perhaps not even looking at the screen or answering emails at the same time. However, not using the mothership core seems to be a mistake nowadays.
Yeah, before, in the beginning of the beta, when the mothership core was 50 gas, it was like a no-brainer. It was, 30 seconds, 50 gas. I would send my, mothership core to go attack, be like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna build another one. It's so cheap and builds so quickly. But once they bumped up to 100 gas, that's right at the edge where you start saying to yourself, well, I could save this 100 gas and I could get a little bit faster upgrade, or I could get a little bit faster tech. Right now we're going up to, many gateways, many gateways. We're gonna have a 2-base play out of HasuObs. But he's not, see, he is going for the +1. He's going for, he's getting his sentries in position, so it looks like he's going for a sentry trap here.
What is this build? He only made a single Void Ray. That is, of course, to trick his opponent, trick TLO into thinking, oh, you're going Skytos. Ha ha ha! I've got you figured. No, you don't. Because behind this, I will be having a nice sentry drop alongside with Mothership Core. That can equal only awesome, because Mothership Core can just teleport back your forces to your own base.
Oh, wow.
And
8 gateways.
8 gateways total. Also 8 mutas on the way, so I'm not even sure what will happen as a result of all of this. It's going to be exciting, and
well, it's really huge if the mutalisk can take out the warp prism before too many warpins get down. It looks like they're going to be able to do that. This is going to get shut down.
Oh, and the Void Ray just sacrificing his own life to save.
No,
yes.
the stalkers get out.
Whoa!
The stalkers get out. And he still has the ability to reinforce teams. The reason why this warp prism is so important because there's no pylon, and he's got 8 gateways, 8 warp gates rather. So the main power that he has is the fact that he can warp in many units right now.
This is so close. This is so close, guys. And anyway, HasuObs right now, he is having a nice army. Well, but then the force fields here were not really optimal, and I think I used nice diplomacy skills for that, which means I didn't say what I wanted to say. And TLO now with this flyby of his mutas will be able to deal a ton of damage. No forces at home to defend this.
2 cannons on the way, but they're way too late. A lot of workers going to die here. The Phoenix is one Phoenix, 2 cannons going to try to defend here. A couple of stalkers, but this still is devastating.
And losses are piling up on both sides, guys. We have 14 workers against 4. Wow! Did I see that? HasuObs has only killed 4 workers, while TLO with his mutas managed to kill off 15, even though he lost his 3rd base.
We're seeing a little bit of a push in here into the natural. There are way too many forces for TLO to deal with. Awesome force fields.
Oh!
There's almost nothing that TLO can do at this point, and just a couple of roaches here and there. But he's finally making his way through all of the forces. The probe kills from those mutas really slowing the ability to warp in of HasuObs here.
But then TLO had to pull back drones to defend this, and thus HasuObs came slightly ahead in this drone race, and he claims the game with 19 drone kills. My god, this has been some play.
Some play indeed. Just the 8 gate, very strong, even faking out with the Stargate, so really like mind gamey fancy tactics going on.
Sorry, I just saw your joke on TeamSpeak. We have an internal chat on TeamSpeak, me and Jack, to let know each other that we have, oh, I'm going to get my coffee, and I just said, oh, quick bio break, and I run off to the toilet, and I just saw the reply of Jack, go make some Marines and Marauders, son. You're getting sick.
Yeah, well, it's just I'm hanging out with you too much. The jokes are starting to wear off.
I have that bad influence on people. And anyway, someone on the chat earlier said that, oh guys, you shouldn't be calling each other out on bad jokes. But you should be good colleagues and say, yes, that was funny. So whenever Jack makes a bad joke, I would just fix my monocle and say, ha ha ha, that was so amusing, my good friend. It's not exactly like that, guys. We know
No, not
each
quite.
other.
I mean, first of all, I don't have a monocle. That's just first of all right
Yeah.
off the bat. There's an issue there.
You could probably come up with a monocle, but then it would be so difficult for any of us to imitate that British accent. So that's against the rules. And
So it'd be absolutely terrible, almost impossible for me to impersonate a British person. It'd be like
how's my
almost,
bow tie, my good man?
it's all right, I suppose, but that's about it.
And anyway, we know each other for so long that well, maybe not for so long, but we have casted so long together that I don't think any of us minds calling out the worst jokes, not bad jokes. To bad jokes you can just give a pleasant laugh, haha. It was not really funny, but haha. But to the worst jokes, when you call them out, it actually makes them more funny. That's the secret, guys.
Absolutely. It's counterintuitive.
And someone says on the chat, feels like home. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, actually, we got a sweet question. The Little Bighorn says, how often have we met in real life? And the answer to that question is never.
Never.
Absolutely never. I have never, ever hung out with Yegman in real life. But hopefully, someday I'll head over to Europe and go to a LAN and do some hanging out. That would be a lot of fun.
Just, the cheapest way to do that is buy yourself a ponton and try to swim across the ocean. So, good luck with that. Yeah, we'll see each other in 2 months.
Okay. Alright, I won't be casting for a while, but it'll be a good swim. I'll be really strong at the end of it.
What? You will say, hi Gwen, and you will have the strongest arm of all of them. What did you do with that arm? Oh, I killed a shark or a couple of sharks. They tried to attack my ponton. I hate when sharks attack my ponton.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta eat on the way, so
yeah.
I gotta fish.
What have you been eating then? Oh, I just grabbed a shark and started chewing on it. It wasn't so good in the beginning, but then see how fresh my teeth are right now. Alright. So, guys, by the way, you can just tell us to stop, then we will stop. We will switch to full professional mode. We will
absolutely full professional.
Oh, yes.
Not silly at all.
Yeah,
that's because we're very serious people.
Oh, yes, we are.
I got my suit. I can wear my suit for the cast.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Next cast, I'll wear my suit.
With the pants, or will you just sit in underwear and then a jacket and a bow tie?
Well, the thing is, there's no camera on me, so I don't need to wear pants. It's totally unnecessary.
Oh no, did you go commando?
I mean, it might be happening. Maybe.
I don't want to know that!
You have to decide on your own what you think is actually happening, because you have absolutely no way to verify.
Me not that kind of orc!
Alright.
Oh yes, I'm from California.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm from New England and I moved to California.
Alright.
I live in California now.
So anyway, guys, we'll be going into a short break. In 3 minutes, we're back with even more awesome matches, and HasuObs leading 1-0 against TLO. And is TLO starting to wear off? We will see quite soon. There is a very heated discussion on the chat right now about girlfriends and StarCraft 2. So, I don't know about that, guys. My wife is playing StarCraft 2 and she's helping me run the business, which is a Jägerlisk TV, and she is awesome. So, if you got a girlfriend or a wife that is easily scared off, that just means you have found a counter for her. That's not too good. I still struggle to find a counter for my wife, so if you have any ideas, you can send me a private message. Don't worry about that. She will not see it, I guarantee. And in the meanwhile, we can, I think, introduce the players. And is HasuObs doing exactly the same thing? I think he is. So anyway, here spawning in the top right corner on Daybreak map, we have HasuObs.
In the bottom left-hand corner of our screen, we have the Zerg, the Red Baron TLO. So,
which
this time
reminds
he's
me,
scouting.
Which reminds me of Baron Vladimir Harkonnen from Dune, but I gather that you did not read Dune.
Not yet. It's on my list of non-fiction. I'm still reading Fight Club right now, but I think I'm going to be doing Dune next.
All right. Non-fiction. It is science fiction.
Fiction. Excuse me.
All right. I was wondering, have I been using the wrong term all my life? Because
no,
you know,
actually, I've been using the wrong term all my life.
You are a native speaker, so you are like my Master Kenobi, right? And I'm just your Padawan, trying to figure out the way of English casting. And you know
what just happened then? It was like I was showing you a lightsaber trick, and then I just like cut myself while doing it, and now you're laughing at me. That's basically in the Jedi world. That's what would happen if you're if you're the Padawan, your master slices himself with a lightsaber.
Yeah, I like them roasted. So anyway, we have exactly the same build from HasuObs. This is so... No, it's not the same build. Oh, Hasu, you
No, it's not. It's a gateway.
Oh, it's a gateway. I'm not so sure about this, guys. The gateway is kinda but then Hasu has done his diligence and he scouted what is TLO going for, and TLO is going for a hatchery 1 and hatchery number 2 here. So free base play for TLO, extremely fast, 3 minutes and 45 seconds if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and HasuObs did this build a bunch of times before. This is actually what I thought he was doing last time, but he ended up going with the Nexus first. And this is just something that you can do when you throw the pylon in the main. You can make a forge there, or you can make a gateway. You can go Nexus first. It gives you a lot of flexibility, especially if you go for that scout, so you can make the decision of what exactly the best play is. He did go for the gasless expand on one gate, and he'll likely be having some Stalker, no, 2 Zealots looks like, and the Mothership Core pressure is usually what comes up after an expansion like this.
You know what this means? We will no longer be able to tell which one of them is Zachariah!
Oh no, what if Zachariah has a twin named Zachariah?
And then you will call out, "Hey, Zachariah, you dumbass!" And then both of them will be angry and they will just come at you with their psionic blades. Not so good for your reputation and also your limbs in general.
Yeah, limbs in general not being good to get rid of. Also, irresponsible parents. If you're a parent, you have twins, don't name them the same name. Let them have their own identity, please.
Oh, and this Zealot just crouches behind the Zelnaga tower. Oh, I hope they don't see me. But his brother
tells
will
his twin.
Yeah.
He's like, get out of there.
Zachariah, you know, he texts him.
No,
Zachariah. So Zachariah is hiding in the bushes, and then the text message goes off. Beep beep, beep beep. It calls all the Zerglings there. But anyway, we have Steve the Stalker making sure.
It's a nice little variation. Instead of just going out right away with the Mothership Core and 2 units, he's actually going to have 2 Zealots, a Stalker, and the Mothership Core up in the front. This should force out a lot of Zerglings from TLO, otherwise he's going to take a lot of damage. I feel like he should be going for the 3rd right now, but we'll have to wait and see when he makes what kind of decision he makes.
Well, for now, the Mothership Core composed with alongside with 2 Zealots and a Stalker is actually quite quite difficult to deal with, and TLO will most likely have to produce some more
look at
Zerglings,
this.
and he may even lose a queen. There are Zerglings on the way, and then the Stalker was overzealous. That's the part that the Zealots should play, and no, the Time Warp will not be effective at all at this. And it seems our good friends Zealots are doomed, or are they? No, two more just came into the fray, and the Stalker is doing some nice sweet damage to the Queen.
The Queen goes down.
And the Queen
Really
goes
nice
down.
timing here. He delayed this little push out that normally happens with a gateway expand in PvZ, but he put it out just a little bit further so that way he could get his warp gate up and make this into a much stronger push rather than a light pressure that it usually is.
And HasuObs is just keeping the tabs on how many drones TLO can make. We know TLO has perfect inject timing, so he shouldn't lose all that much. However, he is forced to make Zerglings. And the Zealots are taking some heavy damage. Without the upgrade, they are not able to deal with the Zerglings as easily. And a lot of their numbers have just crumbled, and the Zerglings have to back away even still.
Yeah, the worker count is suffering for TLO right now. He's been building pretty much non-stop lings for the past 3 or 4 minutes. And it's really, really hurting him as they have the same worker counts, 46 to 45 workers right now.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
Do you see what I see?
Beningu aggression.
No.
Yes. Zergingu, Beningu coming into the fray, and now, all the Zealots just came down. And there are a smoking pile of ash right now with some nice acid stink to it. And 2 Zealots remain. However, that Mothership Core with 2 Zealots is not enough force to take down a Queen, I'm afraid. And they have to pull back. However, HasuObs, he only spent minerals on this attack. He's getting a nice trade. Let's check their resources lost tab. Yes. So HasuObs so far looking so good. And by the way, you guys often ask about the APM of the players. Where is it now? Where is it? Control C. I just copied something. I don't know what. That may have been some naked pictures of myself. So you won't be happy about it. No! Turn off the stream right now. So 8 PM, it seems TLO is just a faster player. However, we can check the average, and on the average, it seems that HasuObs is floating around average of 309. Talking about crazy.
Yep, just a very solid APM there. A lot of the professional players will have that high APM in the 250, 300, maybe even 350 range. That's why Goody is considered to be so slow with you generally somewhere around 150, 200.
Yeah, and by the way, we still are talking about 200 actions a minute. That's more than 1 action a second, guys.
That's what we call slow.
Yeah, it's slow. You are sluggish. You only act 2 times a second, 3 times a second. That's so slow. But in all honesty, guys, we know that the best players around the world reach the IPM of around 400, which is considered to be a limit.
Yeah, but it looks like this attack is finally at an end. TLO is going to get a little bit of breathing room. In the meantime, he's made the transition into Swarm Host. Trying to look for, yes, the Structures tab. We don't have a Roach Horn, so we're not going to see any sort of, doesn't look like we're going to see any sort of Roach Hydra Swarm Host action.
Alright, and it seems TLO is asking for a small pause. Maybe he needs
Not a
to
problem.
Well, maybe he has a monocle as opposed to us. It was a short pause.
And we're all set.
Yeah.
And he's got the Nidus network coming along, so we'll see more Nidus shenanigans from our good buddy TLO.
Yeah. He
Always
just had
fun
to
to see
think
them.
about what to do next, and his brain couldn't cope with all the speed, and he says, yeah, okay, let's go with this. This is why you ask for a 5-second pause during a tournament. You need to think. You need a breathing room. But anyway, we have TLO going for some nice Nidus network play alongside with Swarm Host. This is being so prominent recently because Swarm Host, you don't want to send them across the map. This is very dangerous for you, and they can get taken down so easily. And TLO doing this Nidus network here, no one will see until the very end, where we will hear the awesome and some
Terrifying scream of the Nidus network. That is the scariest thing in the world.
And usually at that point in time, players just start checking all around their bases. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, this is my main. Oh, no, it's not. So So it's...
You know, the funny thing is there is an area in HasuObs main that could have had a Nidus network in it and he would not have seen it coming in.
That's correct. Alright, so it seems TLO going for another Nidus network. He's making this look like a campaign. But hey, a lot of queens up the front, some locusts spawned of those swarm hosts. And well, how will our good friend HasuObs deal with that? He cannot even pick them up because they are burrowed. Picking up Banelings, which is a very smart choice for the Phoenixes. There is one single Colossi, but then against such a heavy composition of Locusts, you don't want to engage them because you will lose units that cost real money against something that just disappears after 25 seconds.
Mm-hmm. The age-old temporary unit issue that all players VZ have to deal with. Zerg, just the masters of all temporary units. They've got the Changeling, they've got the Locust, they've got Broodlings, they've got all kinds of terrible terrible units that don't cost them a single thing. That have to be dealt with.
Hasu tries to get in between the timing where the Locusts are actually spawned, but I'm not sure he's fast enough. The force fields are so nice. Yeah, but will it be enough? I mean, this is getting quite heavy, quite ugly. TLO just massing all of these free units. It doesn't take too much to mass them. They just spawn ahead. Yes, when do you need me, master? Right now. And then boom, there are like 500 of them. So it seems TLO is managing his swarm host just fine.
Yep, swarm hosts play really strong, especially from this area. He can rally either to the third or the natural. The natural, obviously, a lot closer, going to deal a lot more damage, but he can still do a little bit of harassment from multiple angles if he so chooses.
But then, very smartly, TLO supports his swarm host with queens. You need to have that anti-air support, otherwise your swarm host would just be ripped apart by Void Rays and some detection. Now, again, HasuObs being hit by the free units, which is not exactly what you want to have. And 3 Colossi on the field, is that enough damage to deal with this? I'm kind of afraid it's not.
Yeah, 3 Colossus is not going to be able to kill off all the Locusts before they'd start dealing damage. And that's really the issue that we have here. Once you get to that critical mass, it's just really difficult to get around. Although, sweeping around the side, HasuObs he might be going for, yep, he's trying to put a flank on it. But TLO already knows it's coming, changes the rally point. It looks like he's going to be fine.
Oh, this is looking so strong, and TLO has his swarm host time that they spawn half a wave a time. And that means that there is a constant stream of those little swarm locusts at all times. Now, we have HasuObs putting down some pylons around the map, hoping for some nice damage, but I don't think that train will arrive.
No, I don't think it will. It's just, I mean, in the position of HasuObs right now, you do have to be thinking, what are you going to do?
Yes, exactly.
More Colossus? I mean, and that's what he's doing. He could reach enough Colossus where it doesn't matter.
And we have the Vipers. But they didn't work because of the fungal. Oh my god, this was not so good. And oh, the Colossus, the Colossi just gets there and gets destroyed right away in the blink of an eye.
What did he fungal? Did he fungal his own locust? Did I just see that? Am I insane?
No, he fungled the Viper. Sorry, he fungled the how they're called, Void Rage and Colossi, and he was not able to pull them out. This was the big secret. And anyway, the Colossi are enjoying a trip that they did not want to enjoy at all. And with the Vipers, uh-oh, my mouse is going crazy. Stop it! Thank you. So with that, he is just able to deal massive damage and take care of those precious units that right now HasuObs has in his army.
Yeah, nice little Ling run bys in the meantime. Gonna grab the Mothership Core and a Void Ray.
Well, it's difficult to target when you're dealing with a Zerg, with a Protoss Death Ball. Anyway, whatever you grab, you can be sure that it was worth your while.
Couldn't quite make it all the way back to the Spore Crawlers.
We have a couple of nice run-bys, by the way, my friend.
Yes, we do. Being able to go in multiple directions, the swarm hosts will be pushing out. Actually, these locusts at the natural just kind of hanging out and not attacking the Nexus, which they could be right now.
Yeah, they are taking pictures, I think.
They're like, oh, what a lovely Nexus. Oh, it's so lovely. Yeah. That's, but take a picture of it with me behind it, George. You know, something like that. But then they explode because their timed life, you know, it's just like they grow old so quickly.
And TLO is so good with this army composition, the Vipers, the Swarm Host, and TLO. I think he has a good general concept about what the timings should be when you're going for this Viper and Swarm Host composition of your army, because it is very difficult to switch to that. If you switch to Swarm Host too early, you won't have a backbone on your army. Then you can just stay on Swarm Host, that's enough. As you can see, you know, Viper, Swarm Host, and some Queens doing enough damage to deal with the Protoss Death Ball. But it seems Hasu is taking the fight to TLO's not base, but at least a camp here. And TLO may be struggling because Hasu... Oh no, Hasu retreats. Why did he retreat? There was another way of Locust, but I think that Hasu was just strong and forced there.
Yeah, it looks like he's still plowing in there, though. He's got enough Colossus, so now these Locusts are not doing quite as well as they could be. He's actually lifting up the Swarm Host now, and he's starting to take them out. We're gonna have to see. Oh, we're not seeing a transition. We're not seeing a transition at all. 9 more Swarm Hosts on the way.
And he blinks forward. He blinks forward and he takes down so many of them. Oh my god. And TLO still building Swarm Host, so he wants to rely on that army until the end of the game. But I think HasuObs has done a critically nice job here, because he took down most of what was threatening him at the front.
Wow, and he actually just brought down his Nidus Worm to 5 hit points with Consume and then transfused it. That was incredibly close.
That was incredibly close. Now, HasuObs also has some Dark Templars on the map. He wants to play with them. That was a transition that did not go very well for him, because at the same time he had to keep producing Colossi, and you know, then you are kind of out of gas for DTs. But then the DTs go here after the Swarm Host. Hey guys, not really your turf. You need to negotiate better. Although it seems yes, TLO has a Spore Crawler. How thoughtful of him. And HasuObs again on all his all fours. How you say that? Ah, I forgot.
On all fours.
On all fours. Thank you very much, my friend. And
TLO
and TLO just moving in for the kill, it seems.
Yep. It's been such a prolonged, insane battle trying to get in, but TLO has not managed to make any ground east to west, but he's moving towards the south and towards the most plentiful expansion that HasuObs has left. He's mining out in the natural. He's completely mined out in the main. The third isn't looking all that great either, and he just lost his fourth. He really needs to be able to secure another base if he wants to be in this game long term.
I think Hasu will be going for DT drops. He is researching gravity boosters, which I think increase the speed. Oh, sorry, this is observers, this is not warpers. Anyway, here we have Colossi being pulled in, but then we have Void Rage doing so much damage. The Queens are not heavy units, so Void Rage will not do a ton of damage for them. Although there are not enough Locusts right now to support all of this.
He's through the Swarm Host.
Uh-oh, and so many...
he's gonna start pulling back here.
Why? Why do you do this, Hasu? You had such an advantage there. Oh, and now he's back. You know, when you start cutting through the Swarm Host army, you need to keep going. You cannot stop. Each time you pull away, you just give the ground away. And it is so hard to gain at least a couple of centimeters of advantage there.
Look at this base. That's a very interesting place to decide to take a base. Maybe TLO will not notice it? He must have already seen it. No, I guess he hasn't at all. Like, it's a very sneaky base in a very obvious place. Okay.
So has he seen it, or Hasu he not?
He Hasu not seen a HasuObs base. He has not observed the base of HasuObs.
The Colossi gets pulled back. Oh my god, he does save the Colossi. This is so intense, guys. And the Blinkstalkers go there to snipe. Oh my god, 2 Vipers go down oh so quickly. And the Blinkstalkers just blink away.
I mean, generally Blinkstalkers do blink away. I mean, that's kind of their style, I would say.
Yeah. Once you're a stalker and you can just blink, I think you should be abusing that ability as much as you can.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every 10 game seconds, I might even say. That's how often I might use No more than that.
Anyway, a huge swarm of locusts here, but the Void Rays should not be pulling back. Why are they doing this? Hasu, I think he is trying to have sustainable damage and then blink up with the stalkers. This is working so well for him, but again, he's backing away in places where he just should not. We have how many Colossi? 6, 7 Colossi on the map right now. A ton of Blink Stalkers, but slowly and steadily, HasuObs' army is wearing down Finn.
Yep. And oh no, he's building a lot of cannons. TLO is gonna spot this expansion if he keeps building cannons out that far. I can't believe. Oh, and he just scouted it.
Oh.
He just scouted the base. He knows that it's there. He hasn't made a move towards it yet, but it is on his minimap. The first swarm host has arrived, and HasuObs has 2 pylons powering 7 cannons, and he's gonna be warping in some DT. Oh, yeah, the TTs to try to make this happen.
There's a spore crawler here, but there is no creep for it to burrow, and while it will not burrow, it doesn't give detection. Oh my god, did you see those fungals on the army of Protoss? Oh, this is huge, and Hasu has to engage now. He doesn't really have a choice. He is stuck to the ground right now, and he's
so
losing.
Careful play here from HasuObs. He really doesn't want to overextend. But I think he's in the thick of it. I think he's finally at the point where he can knock out the rest of these swarm hosts.
Not like this.
No, and he pulls back again.
This is crazy, but Hasu, I think Hasu throughout the whole game, he's just doing too much pulling back. He could easily take that army a couple of times already, but he is just allowing TLO to grow back. Oh, and by the way,
my god, so many swarm hosts getting taken out there.
Yes.
So many swarm hosts getting taken out. Running by the cannons, and the Dark Templar has 8 kills. That was just planted near the swarm hosts, and I think the siege is over.
I think so.
In the meantime, TLO has taken the base opposite to HasuObs' base.
And this is a big problem right now for TLO. Right, yes, exactly. TLO was hoping, okay, I'm going to kill him off with only 3-4 bases, no problem at all. But Hasu defended it against all odds, against the overwhelming tide of swarm hosts. And now he will be able to take this base, and he has huge enough army to take the fight towards TLO's base. Now TLO is switching straight into Broodlord, so how you think will that work against Hasu?
Well, he's got the Blink Stalkers and the Void Rays up already. I don't really feel that Broodlords are actually going to do this well with against this unit composition.
And TLO, TLO is just going straight for the Nexus. This is something you can do.
Targeting down.
Oh my god!
About to go down, and he loses it.
The Nexus goes down, not so good, and Hasu now, yes, there's not really a big point of engaging all the Locusts now. Not really a big point.
Oh, and a big Ling run by. He's going to catch as many...
No.
No, he's just gonna...
Hey guys, high five.
He's just gonna say hi. No,
yeah.
He is gonna catch as many probes as he wants. This is the entire economy of HasuObs. It's long distance mining, and all these Zerglings are right in the middle of it. This might be the final blow. I don't know how he's gonna be able to recover from this much economic damage.
24 workers killed total, but then a nice blink in with the Stalkers taking down all of the Zerglings. Yes, that's how they're named.
Every one of them Zerglings.
By the way, did you notice that the TLO has only +1 Zerg missile attack, while already Hasu has +2 upgrades? So I think TLO just made a bet that this game will not last as long as it does. By this point in the game, it would be so freaking beneficial to have a ton of upgrades.
And actually, neither of them are upgrading right now. They are trying to crank out as many units as they can because they feel threatened, very likely. But yeah, I mean, just this giant Congo line of probes everywhere, making that the economy of HasuObs.
Hey guys, high five, high five, high five! Oh my god, so boring. This is getting nice, and Hasu has reinstated this base here at the what would you call the fourth? What would you call the fourth?
I don't know. What would I call the fourth?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what I would call that. Maybe I would call it the 6th base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, I would probably call this the 6th base. Usually it's the one that's taken last, but it's actually being taken 4th here. It's an interesting move from HasuObs. He actually, that was so funny. TLO didn't scout it for such a long time.
Alright, one Stalker, very brave Stalker. blinking for trying to check what is there. He sees a ton of corruptors, so he will be sure. Ah, yes. I know what you're doing, good sir. I know what you're doing indeed.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, it's so funny that the shield upgrade, HasuObs got the shield upgrade. It's a very uncommon upgrade, but it works for both of his air units and his ground units, so it's giving him a little bit of advantage here. TLO has 0 air upgrades, and he doesn't have any on the way either, whereas HasuObs is upgrading his air right now.
But then TLO doing a beautiful job with distracting his opponent with a nice Zergling run by, claiming a cannon or two here, a cannon or two there, and we have 2 Vipers, and Hasu has to be careful. Whoa, what a nice blink again, taking down the Vipers, and the Infestors were not in the position to place a fungal. In Wings of Liberty, that fungal would hit because it was an instant cast. Nowadays, it's just a bullet, it's a projectile.
It is a skill shot. It is requiring much skill of the shooter and skill of the other player.
So anyway, Hasu's still in this game against all odds, guys, and right now TLO laying a different kind of a siege. Right now he has both the swarm hosts and broodlords, so that means 2 kinds of free unit spawning units in his army.
In the meantime, HasuObs looks like he's going to try to make a push down the middle, but he doesn't quite get it. Looking for a flank, looking for that spawn of locusts to go the other direction.
Oh, such a powerful
he's gonna
blink
forward.
Oh, but this base is most definitely going down. He didn't even go for the Nexus because he knows this kill is his. And, well, Hasu will try to defend it. The Nexus is still up, so it's not as bad as it looks. But eventually it is going to be a very uphill battle from here for Hasu.
Alright, so HasuObs has the bigger army right now. He has the stronger army when you engage head on. But the issue is that he doesn't have the income, so Hasu needs to be the defender here. Whereas TLO does have the income advantage, and he can continue to push and push and push and remake his army, whereas HasuObs cannot.
Yeah.
This is the main issue of what's going on, and we're just sort of hanging out at a standstill. HasuObs trying to make something happen. But he's not really able to get too much damage done.
Yeah, not working too well right now. Anyway, TLO, I think he'll be dominating the Heart of the Swarm scene. I'm just waiting for one more LAN party that would show that. And anyway, we have the big engagement, guys, and I think Swarm hosts are out of the position. The Stalkers blink in, trying to take down as many of them as they possibly can. A beautiful fungal going down on the Void Race, and will Hasu take this? This is looking very bad for him right now, although the Zerg army seems to be crumbling. Yes, there are Stalkers remaining, and they will just take down whatever Air Force was left there. And TLO GG's! Wow! What a game, guys!
Seriously.
Wow! Woohoo!
What's the score now? That game is so long, I've forgotten that we were even in a series.
Sorry, 2-0 for Hasu.
Wow.
This
looks like he's got a good shot at taking him out.
This has been very entertaining, guys. So anyway, this is the true power of Heart of the Swarm in Wings of Liberty. It was still a great game to be played, but Heart of the Swarm just showed how awesome can StarCraft 2 be, and the end game is just so intense, non-stop action, non-stop harassment, trying to do run-bys. I think, you know, that this puts the brain of the players to the highest stress tests.
Yep, absolutely.
So hey guys, what I wanted to say is probably we need to catch a breath, and we'll be back with you in 3 minutes once the next game is being hosted. Remember, if you stay until the end of the stream, we'll give you, well, we'll not give every one of you, but we'll give one Heart of the Swarm copy away for the live viewers. So if you're lucky, you may just get a free Heart of the Swarm for you, for your family, your friends, or perhaps your grandmother, if she is such a kick-ass. Let's do this, guys! It seems that our champion, the Titan, the Goliath, who found no David of his, Liquid TLO, is finally being contested by HasuObs. So, what do you think about the last game, my dear good friend Jack Attack?
Yeah, well, it was just a really rough couple engagements in the end. Just extreme patience from HasuObs, waiting for the exact moment, the exact right engagement, pulling back over and over again, saying, no, this is not the perfect engagement, I'll pull back, I need to wait, not overextending, and finally taking that game. Just like really great patient play from HasuObs.
Exactly. So let us tell you guys, what are we casting. This is a Kaspersky Arena, this is how it's called. It has 1,000 euros prize pool for tonight. Every best of 5 has a higher prize pool. So right now those guys are fighting and working their asses off to get 300 euros. Already TLO has 300 euros from the first 2 show matches, but this could bring it up to a total of 600, and you know, I'm sure he has a nice taste of all of that 1,000 and he would like to have it all for himself, but sometimes you are forced to share.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to do that TLO is doing. He's already played 2 best of 5s and won them, and HasuObs is coming fresh off this, so very, very difficult for TLO to continue winning games. But he's putting up a good fight, and he's not out of this just yet. He does need to win 3 in a row for another 300 euro, but definitely don't count TLO out.
Alright, so these guys doing some nice, you know, harassment, and Hasu being annoying. Sorry. Hasu being annoying with his Proberto, and it seems, well, will there be a pylon? I don't think so, and he goes for a Nexus first build in the back. Oh no, sorry, he already has a gateway. So anyway,
yep.
the openings from Hasu are very, maybe not controversial, but not very conservative.
Yep, the gateway, the gaseous gateway expand is really what HasuObs tends to prefer in most of the games in tournament play that I've seen, and he's done this build, and it's been working out really great for him. This is actually a build that I like to use a lot, just because it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive than something like a Forge Fast Expand. Exactly. The Forge Fast Expand, you do get your economy up, you're safe, and all that kind of stuff, but with this build, you get a little bit more feel for your opponent. The Zerg player can't just sit there and build drones all day because you just built a forge and you're not going to be attacking anytime soon. So it's a different style of play, and it's fun to see these different styles emerge.
And by the way, this is a version of the map without Xel'Naga towers here at the middle of the map. Now, I think recently they introduced a map in GSL where Xel'Naga towers break half them at I think 10-minute time into the match. That's an interesting concept. But anyway, TLO is trying to hide his first, so he did not go for the usual first placement. No, he goes here where probably, but just probably, Hasu will not check. Hasu is not one of the players who check all around the map for different stuff. No, Whiterra would do something like that, Snoot will do something like that, but it seems that Hasu is relying more on his mechanics.
Yep. And we'll have to see if he goes for the earlier Zealot Stalker Mothership Core push, just to deal some damage. He's sending the Zealot out to scout one of the potential thirds, and he'll scout that there's no base there. And following it up, where's that Stalker? There he is. Following up with the Stalker. He's stalking. Yeah, so 2 Zealots, the Stalker, and the Warp Gate is actually almost done, so you might make a very similar push as last time. He's got a probe out here that's in good position to build a proxy pylon, and there the proxy pylon goes.
And
yeah,
he
so
saw the
like
creep.
A similar type thing.
Yeah, Hasu saw the creep. He didn't see the expansion itself, but he saw the creep. He knows it is there, and probably knowing Hasu, he will try to lie down at least some aggression. Now we have a free gateway opening from him, and just only now a forge, so I assume he'll be going for his own third base quite soon, but he wants to hide that behind the aggression. And by the way, we have a rather quick Roach Warren timing out of TLO.
Yeah, only 2 gas with a roach warren, so it'll have a pretty nice mix of roaches and lings if he decides to pull them out.
Yep.
But here comes the pressure. He's got 5 zealots and stalkers. It's going to be very tough to hold. That queen is not going to be able to deal with this by herself. And really nice zoning of the ground units to keep the mothership core safe.
Oh, and the probes, sorry, the drones are being pulled back to nip at the zealots and bite their ankles off. Yes, that should be enough, and the queen is dealing some heavy damage, and it seems... Oh no, another queen was taken down instead. So even though this one was quite safe, the other one got destroyed, and the zealots will just run away. However, oh my god, Hasu has even more of them to come. So is he planning on doing just a ton of them and continue the pressure and force TLO into producing more zerglings and roaches? This is not the perfect timing for TLO. He wants to keep up drone production right now.
Yep, and he did go to drone production. It's amazing. TLO somehow sensed that the attack was done, even though HasuObs had warped in more units and showed them on the creep. He knew that the attack was done and just started building drones right away with the zealots right in front of them, because he knew, okay, this attack is over. I'm safe to build drones now right away. And that's just one of those really important skills to build as a Zerg player, just being able to know exactly when it's safe to build drones and doing so immediately.
Yep, you're exactly right. And I'm just wondering, because Hasu is doing something that gives me a lot of headache recently. He's going both for Robo and Stargate, and you know, as we know, all Heart of the Swarm strategies not really defined right now. You don't have the certainty you had in Heart of in Wings of Liberty. Oh yes, he went for this, so he will be most definitely going for a composition of Colossi. No, nowadays people go for crazy things like Robo and Stargate at the same time, and it's difficult to guess what the end result of that will be.
Yep, and right now we do have another Swarm host play. I don't see a Nidus network in the tab. Nope, we don't have any Nidus network, but he is making the Swarm host. Wonder if we'll see the same type of tactics out of him this game. It just seems so strong having the Nidus network accompanying.
And by the way, TLO doesn't have speed on his Zerglings at 11-minute mark. Oh
wow.
My god. Did he miss that? What has just happened? Or did he just
it's
rush?
50 seconds in.
Yes.
It's you know, it's just the standard, you know, Zergling speed that finishes up somewhere around 12 minutes timing, right? No, wait a minute. No, it's not, because that almost never happens. He could have been delaying it for a very long time. He could have also forgotten. It's very difficult to tell.
Well, sometimes players forget to go for that Zergling attack speed upgrade at the end of the game, because it's not very intuitive to go back to your spawning pool back again. Oh, this roach trapped between a rock and a force field. I think Dustin Bowder would be proud of that. And TLO, I think he's preparing his defenses, and he
got a little bit of move out here from HasuObs. You got a big force in the middle of the map. He can recall at any point in time. This is the ability of the Mothership Core to allow the Protoss player to move out pretty much at any point in time and be safe to jump back if necessary.
You're exactly right. And by the way, right now, TLO is just cutting
TLO's going
off.
right past him.
Yes, cutting off completely, so Hasu won't be able to get back to his own base unless he just uses the recall, and you know, TLO just positioning himself. Oh, I love this. He uses the locust to cut off another, you know, escape path for the army, and he just goes in with a ton of roaches, and it seems HasuObs was not prepared for that. HasuObs, he needs one more victory to claim the series, but no.
Is he going for a base race?
Yes.
Here?
TLO is going for a base race, and Hasu doesn't intend to go back. Now with the mass recall, he can just get back at a critical moment, but still, this is very controversial right now.
Yeah, he's gonna take out this entire army of roaches over here, and he'll be able to do. I mean, this base is completely undefended. This base nearly completely undefended. Only 3 roaches over here, and nothing at home. So we are in full base race mode. At this point in time, we really want to take a look at the army supply, and it is in the favor largely of TLO.
TLO has a beautiful army. More than that, he has an army where there are so many swarm hosts. Now, I think a major problem for him may be the detection. Sorry, for Hasu that is. Hasu has an observer, and TLO wants to have at least one overseer in his army. Will he go for that? No, he goes for Infestor, because with that observer, his swarm host will be visible, and when it comes to the base rate scenario, you don't want your army to be easily countered. So if he would take down all the observers from the map, that would actually win him the game.
Yep, that's probably why this robotic facility is coming down, just to make sure that he has enough observers to win this base race.
Well,
nice force field on the ramp there. He's going to be taking out a natural in the meantime. The swarm hosts and the queens are finishing off the bases, or the buildings rather, of HasuObs, and still in the lead in army supply and worker supply and in supply is TLO.
By the way, so smart of Hasu, he built a robotic facility somewhere on the map to make sure that whenever he has to face all the swarm hosts, he will have an observer for sure. So anyway, HasuObs, yes, making his way back across the map now. Will he encounter the army of TLO? TLO seems to be spread around like a butter on bread, and he has the army advantage, but that's not enough right now.
Yep, and here's the big issue. TLO has an income, and TLO has a hatchery coming down at the third, fourth base of HasuObs. So, I mean, HasuObs has to win with this army. It's 343 minerals. He's not going to be able to rebuild. He has no nexus on the map.
Hasu going for the engagement. The big moment coming right up, and the queens, they have not been prepared, and the locusts will shortly die, but there's another wave which saves TLO, and the blink stalkers have to go away. Will this be enough force? It doesn't look so impressive right now. Where are the roaches? There are no roaches right now. Some are here on the side, but no, that's not enough. And the swarm host being taken down by the stalkers, being lifted, whatever. Oh my god, TLO is being ripped apart here. It seems Hasu will get this serious free. But
he's at least gonna get this this battle here. But keep in mind, HasuObs has what he has now, and that is all. TLO is building up spine crawlers and spore crawlers. He's burrowing in his swarm host, and he has an income. He has minerals being mined, and he has a natural base that will also be all set. I mean, basically, HasuObs has to win right now. He has to go across the map, gather his forces, and kill off Liquid TLO right now. The game is over.
Because he doesn't even have enough money to build a nexus, and this is critical. He has a lot of minerals in the paws of those small Proberitos, but that's not enough. He tries to go with stalkers from the side, but then you were right, TLO has an income, and in the background he was able to reproduce some of his army and make sure he has enough spine crawlers, and Hasu sees that, and he GG's, and TLO takes this game, making sure that he is not out of the series, at least not yet.
Absolutely, that's one victory out of 3 that he needs to come back and win 300 euro.
So this is getting more and more intense. This series is about 300 euro. The person who wins this series will get to another series where the price is 400 euro. So a total of 1000 euro were given out today, or will be given out today. And to make that even more awesome, guys, to add up to all the awesomeness and splendor of what we're doing here, we also have a free Heart of the Swarm copy for the live viewers. So if you stay until the end of the stream, you get a chance of claiming a free Heart of the Swarm copy. So, you know, be there, guys. I'm watching you. My name is Yegwen. Yeah, my name is Yegwen. With me is the Jack Attack. We'll be back with you after a short break. Let the players host the next map. Welcome back to this awesome Kaspersky arena where the best clash for a total prize pool of 1,000 euros. With me is the Jack Attack. My name is Yegwin and we are casting 4 best of 5s tonight. Each best of 5 has a better and bigger prize pool. Now we are deep into the third best of 5 of tonight, and here spawning on Cloud Kingdom in the top right corner, he is HasuObs from Mouse Sports. And the Jack Attack as always on mute.
The opposite position, we have the TLO.
Alright. So the previous game was quite amazing. I mean, I think every series is just getting better and better, and anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. You can help us grow and become even better casters if you go to teamliquid.net. Let me just paste you a link. There's a special thread there that's focused on giving us feedback, and to encourage your feedback, we are also giving away free Heart of the Swarm copies every 2 weeks. So if you go there, if you watch the streams, the odds of you not winning a Heart of the Swarm are actually very low. So make sure you follow the stream, you tell your friends. If someone in your family or close friends circle doesn't have Heart of Swarm yet, just let them know.
Yep, absolutely. If your grandmother is not playing StarCraft 2, what are you doing? Get in the chat, win that copy for your grandmother, and teach her how to play.
There was an idea. Someone said that I should make a series on YouTube where I would teach a very old man how to play StarCraft. A man who has no idea about what computer games are about.
You should totally do that. That would be so much fun.
It would require a special kind of old man, cynical enough to take it to him, but that would be probably the best comedy show about StarCraft that mankind has ever seen.
Mm-hmm. That would be a lot of fun. I would definitely watch it. So TLO just won 1 game. He was down 0-2 and now is up 1-2. He's got 2 more games to go, so he's gonna have to craft a 2-game strategy here and figure out how exactly he's gonna come back.
And by the way, he skips speed upgrade, he skips a queen, makes it very late, and goes for an awesome timing on the hatchery on the 3rd. I think he put it down around 3:20, if I'm not mistaken.
Very, very fast 3rd.
Yes.
In the meantime, we have the usual pylon in the main shenanigans coming out of Mr. HasuObs himself, and yeah, a couple of gas going down. Nothing too out of the ordinary just yet. As usual with gateway expands, we'll probably see some mothership core harassment, pressure type thing.
And also with the gateway in your main base, this is not something you see very often against Zerg, because normally you want to at least wall off your front to be sure that there is no Zergling run by, but it seems HasuObs is just dealing with it. No problem at all. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, it's been worse.
HasuObs like, this is Heart of the Swarm. I can do what I want. And he's doing it, making it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the Stalker coming to follow up. So this is looking identical to the openings that he's been using before. It's clear that HasuObs is very comfortable and very used to this kind of opening. We got some links coming around to deal with this Zealot, and they should be able to take care of him pretty easily, especially with the reinforcements coming around. Oh, and really nice micro. Barely loses any Zerglings there at all.
I did not see that. Sorry, we missed that. Oh my god, slap on you. I was talking to myself, if you're wondering. Sometimes I do that. So anyway, HasuObs safe with his mothership core. Probably the mothership core being the reason why he can play so ballsy without walling off his front. If there was a Zergling run by, he will have the mothership core quick enough to be able to deal with them easy peasy. Now there are some Zerglings running around making sure there are no proxy thingies, no expansions additional to the natural that is nearly obvious. And oh, we see a lot of gateways and a robotic facility. This means we will have HasuObs going for some sentry mortal aggression, it seems.
Definitely, definitely likely at this point in time. How many gates is he up to here?
Well, he is building 2 additional 1, so that's a total of 4 gates alongside with the robotic facility. That kind of tells you, well, you can do 2 things with that actually. You can either go for some immortal sentry aggression, or you could do for some drops. That's also fine, especially considering the fact that there's a very late forge. So behind that aggression, behind those drops, you will be able to hide your 3rd base.
Yeah, and we even saw some 8-gate out of a similar opening like this. So a lot of different options for HasuObs using this very flexible opening, and he'll decide which attack or which strategy he wants to go with.
Yeah. So anyway, with Heart of the Swarm, there are just too many options to choose from, and this is actually one of the changes that have not been so appreciated by people who just follow StarCraft and they don't play that much, because with Heart of the Swarm, the amount of possibilities that you have in a game, the amount of tech choices and the different army compositions you can go for just multiplied so much that you need to scout with triple the usual density during a game.
Yep, and also they give a great buff to the scouting as well, so it becomes a game of slightly more complete information, so the better players will win more often and more consistently. And yeah, so we got the Phoenix Scout going on. He's going to know exactly what TLO is up to.
Oh, and it seems the armies will just miss themselves while crossing the map, and oh, a hallucinated Phoenix sees all, and he sees there is no army there. So will TLO swing back, and will he try to surround the army? Does he even know that this is happening? I'm not sure he has an idea. No, he goes straight for the natural. And is there anything to defend this with? Oh my god, 1 single sentry, barely enough to hold a couple of Zerglings, although Hasu very patient with his warpins. Uh-oh, the roaches are here, the cannon is going down, and in the meanwhile, Hasu, will he use the recall? No, he wants to take down the 3rd, then he will be able to use the recall. If he does this quick enough, then he will be able to take down a base without losing his natural, but it seems he's running out of time. This is so intense. This natural is going down, and the recall on the mothership, oh my god, the mothership is getting hit, and now the recall in the critical moment. Oh my god, this is so good, guys. And all the roaches now have to run away. Wow, what a set of force fields. This is exactly what will win HasuObs this game. Oh my god, I cannot believe he played it out so nicely.
That was a beautiful set of force fields. Wow. You know, HasuObs took a situation which could have been very bad and turned it into a huge advantage.
Wow. The mass recall, perfect time. The force fields, just ideal. And taking down TLO's 3rd, I think TLO is starting to wear down thin.
Absolutely.
We were just struck dumb, guys, with this play. This has been amazing. So anyway, swarm hosts are now being produced. A Zergling run by, but Hasu warps in some sentries. He doesn't need much more than that to defend against Zerglings. However, against roaches, uh-oh, does he has mothership? Yes, he has a mothership. So he will be able to warp back home again, or will he just plan to hold that with what he has in his natural? I think he's just going in for the natural of TLO. He wants to go for the kill. He doesn't mind if he loses his own base. I'm not sure that's the correct decision, but hey, we will see how this works quite soon.
Yep, the cannons went down, and he's going to be losing his base. Is this, you know, is this base race? Is this base race day? Or are we just going to just base race? It may be a
base race day. Yeah, this day will be forever known as the base race day. However, I'm not sure that for Hasu this is a correct decision. He could easily recall, that wouldn't cost him anything, and he would still be that base ahead, the base he took away from TLO. And now he struggles because he doesn't have detection, and he lost his natural. Oh my god, this is getting so bad for Hasu. He had this game for a while, and now he has to retreat.
Yep, actually, I mean, taking this base over in the top left-hand corner might be able to win him the game. He is right now 1 base behind.
Did you see those force fields right there? Hasu just going. Hasu just going crazy with his force fields. However, he is still going to lose all of his sentries. This is not looking good, and this ninja base, quite nice, but barely not enough to hold when you have lost your natural and you have lost the base race. Not very good.
Yep, he's definitely hurting, and the detection very much necessary to deal with this threat.
HasuObs is Hasu because he did not have an observer.
Aww.
HasuObs without an ops
He's just
is just
Hasu.
Hasu. Yeah.
He's just Hasu.
Goes
No
to Hasu.
obs. He's got his obs now. It's back to HasuObs.
Oh,
Back to his
oof.
roots.
The crisis has been averted. Anyway, you know, TLO making an amazing comeback to this game, which we did not believe will happen. And Hasu seems to be pressed back against the wall and is having difficulty sticking with this game.
Yep. TLO not scared. He's like, well, I defended that. I'm going to take 2 bases.
Yeah.
I don't care. Come at me again.
Easy peasy.
I'll do that over and over again. I'll do that all day. Got a huge train of probes over to the Ninja expansion. Taking the long way around so that they're not scouted.
Yeah, that kind of gave them away.
Yeah,
what was it that gave me away?
That particular drone right there.
Exactly.
That happened to spot them walking by. Unfortunate.
And now Hasu, oh well, he's going for the natural again, but TLO kept a couple of swarm hosts here, and that's enough. Another a couple of swarm hosts is there at the ninja base, so Hasu is in trouble again. But still, it seems he is not out of the game yet, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely not. He's actually warping in the high ground, doing some harass. He's gonna try to defend that base at the top.
Oh, but there are so many swarm hosts here, and will Hasu keep this base? No, he will have to evacuate from here. And here, well, he is again out of an observer. No, he has. That sneaky observer was just hiding under the skirt of the mothership core.
This is a very comical situation.
Well, yeah. So TLO trying to defend with a couple of swarm hosts. It seems to be enough, however, for him to hold this back, and Hasu going again, but he doesn't have enough energy for more force fields. He has the army that he has right now, and not really able to produce more. He's just stuck in his main with a couple of mineral fields left. Where do you think this game will go now?
It does not look good at all for HasuObs. I mean, he's got no sneaky base, which is maybe the one way he's going to claw his way back into this game. He got scouted. He's trying to take his natural now at 18 minutes. I mean, if Protoss is trying to take his natural against the Zerg at 18 minutes, you know it's a really bad game for the Protoss.
Yeah. it has been
probably
a very bad day. Yeah.
That the game's not going so well for HasuObs, but he's not completely out of it. He's got a really strong army.
Oh, and
if
some,
he makes some good
wow,
engagements, he can do this.
Yes, there is a fungal straight on the, oh wow, it saves, wow, he saves most of his army, and now he's back to the main, but took significant losses there, and the natural is nearly up. But then TLO has just so many swarm hosts, infestors, a couple of roaches. He has the units he needs. Not even a Dark Templar would be something that that TLO would be afraid of.
Yep. Just amazing that HasuObs just is just keeping up with the supply of TLO right now. He has a strong army, just with some amazing force fields in his engagements. He's staying in this game.
But by the way, a smart point from one of our viewers, both of these guys are very equal when it comes to the workers. Now the problem that Hasu has is he just got the natural to mine from, and TLO, if he hurts the economy of Hasu even more. Oh, what was that? I'm not even sure what building was that. We just missed the drop. And here we have still Warpers with a couple of Zealots. They could go for Lair. The Lair is actually very weak right now.
Very weak right now. I'm surprised he's not trying to attack that. I guess he's waiting out the swarm host, but more locusts are just going to be there anyway. So we'll see what happens. Big engagement coming up.
Oh, and they are going for the Lair, guys, and more Zealots being warped in. They don't care about the losses right now. Uh-oh, they got sidetracked, and will this Lair go down 26-12? Oh, yes, it goes down, and Hasu just evacuates the party. However, there's another set of party right there in HasuObs base, not looking good at all. One single sentry trying to escape, but a Zergling chases it down. and TLO just swarming the natural. I think Hasu has just lost this game. However, I have said that a couple of times already and I've been wrong.
Yeah, I mean, TLO's base gets knocked out, the Hasu's base gets knocked out. It's one base versus... Oh, I don't even know where this is base race day.
Oh no, Hasu! What is he doing? He's going in with the sentries. That was a misclick because one of his hotkeys, and he is not able to place down the force fields. If he could keep up the force field production here, he would be able not to let any of those into his main. And right now, it seems he is just losing this base race, although there is not too much left of TLO as well. So this is getting crazy. I think those guys know what is the price they are fighting for.
Yeah, this is the issue. Again, we have HasuObs with not enough money to build a Nexus. He needs to keep this Nexus alive, or he's done. I mean, that's pretty much the end of it. He has to keep that Nexus alive or win with this army.
And he only has minerals for one sentry. Well, he has enough sentries in his army composition. I think he will be trying to defend his main because, as you can notice, TLO is camping at the natural. I don't think that's good actually, because if Hasu makes a force field and keeps up the force field, if he recalls back all of his sentries, then there will be no way for TLO to get back to that base.
Yeah, Mothership Core incredibly strong in base race situations.
This is looking also crazy, and TLO seems to be... So how many buildings do we have? Let's take a look at the structures tab. We have definitely more structures for the Protoss here. Only 2 extractors, 1 spawning full infestation pit, and a hatchery being built at the natural of TLO, and of a natural of Hasu. And in a second there, Hasu will not have any nexus to warp back to. He has to recall right now, or he will lose his chance.
Yeah, I'm really surprised no recall here. He must think that those buildings are the very last buildings that he has, that TLO has, but it's not the case.
And Hasu, I think he doesn't realize his advantage. If he would just place some damn force fields here, he would win this easy peasy, but now the Nexus is down and there is no recall ability, and Hasu is just going for the remainder of the buildings. But I think TLO is just counting on the fact that he will need to defend this spot. Defending much easier in StarCraft 2 than attacking.
Yeah, with the Swarm Host very particularly good at holding down a position, locking down terrain, map control. Going to be really tough to bust him here with
oh my god, so many overlords getting killed by a nice blink, bunch of stalkers. And what will happen next, guys? I'm not even sure how this will finish, how this will end, because TLO seems to be having a lot of units here, although, you know, Hasu, some perfect force fields, we already saw that, and he probably will try to do best to keep his pylons alive, and I think TLO has to send a small force of Zerglings to take down the pylons on the map. He knows what is their exact location.
Yep, and he's got the observer in the right... Oh!
Oops! Oopsie daisy. Oh, and Hasu goes in. Oh, nice set of force fields. He tries to avoid the Swarm Host and the Locust, but that's really difficult avoiding that. The Zealots just explode on impact, and what will happen now? Uh-oh, well, this is getting intense.
How does he get in here? How does he get in?
He may go for a blink.
This is too difficult.
He may go for a blink. He still has an observer up there, but then he's losing sentries at all times. Not good, not looking good at all. And oh, Mothership Core. Wow, Mothership Core doing some nice damage, but then she will be caught by a... No, she won't be caught by a fungal, because if she avoids shooting down, she won't be seen. Oh, this is such a crazy game. And Hasu trying to force down the issue, but will it go? Will it go nicely? There are some fungals thrown, and one is catching the Mothership Core. And oh, all the Zerglings now coming, streaming, but the force fields block that, and Hasu just crumbling. Hasu is just crumbling, his numbers are dwindling. No, he cannot take this. And he has to GG, and TLO ties the series 2-2.
Well played.
I But I think we all agree that Hasu had the advantage, guys. Hasu really had the advantage. He could easily take this game, but he went too greedy. He thought, oh yeah, a base raid. How could I lose a base raid right now with my army and so many sentries?
Just he had the sentries, I think, on the same control group as his main army. And he tried to move command them out of the base while getting stuck, and he had 4 sentries that went down when he wasn't looking, and he could have force field that almost infinitely. You can do it, I think, with 6 sentries. You can infinitely force field the ramp.
Yes.
But he could have been very close and even just warped in a sentry to finish that off.
Subsun, it didn't work. I think this is where TLO's experience really shines. Anyway, we'll be back with you after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. This is Kaspersky. I was trying to remember how it is pronounced. It is already late, and we've been casting this for 5 hours straight. So anyway, we'll be back after a commercial break. Okay guys, the sickest series now, and will TLO, again the champion that has fallen but got back up to his feet and fighting like Rocky Balboa. Wow, I mean, it seemed that he was already too tired, but no, yeah, come on, he just had to eat the sandwich the previous 3 games, and now he's back on track, and he may still claim the series, and eventually he may even claim all of the 1,000 euro prize pool. What do you think, my good friend Jack?
I think that this is a repeat of history. We have very, very, very early pool from Mr. TLO.
Oh,
and
is it?
I think he might be able to pull it off.
Ah, TLO again. I think TLO does this often now. I think of it when the series is so close. Yes, this is so counterintuitive. When you think that series is just too close to risk anything like that, TLO will go for a freaking 6-pull. Why not?
Yeah.
And he will do that on GSL Whirlwind.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's doing this a little bit too much. These people are going to start predicting it. The issue, though, is that a gateway in your base is the absolute easiest way to deal with the 6-pull. You lose the least amount of stuff. It's just really, really safe against the 6-pull. I really don't agree with the decision to go for a 6-pull against HasuObs because he goes for this gateway opening so often. He's going to be able to get the Zealot out. The rush distances are really long. I just think this is going to be very much in favor of HasuObs.
And TLO has to make the turn because he needs to know where they are. And because right now he just got a confirmation with that Overlord, because on GSL Whirlwind, where you can spawn anywhere on the 4-player spots, you need to scout.
He's delaying this. He's delaying this Zealot. He needs to start this Zealot.
Oh no, he doesn't realize what's happening
at all.
Holy smokes, this is not good for Hasu. He doesn't even started a Zealot yet, and he is supply blocked. Oh my god. This is so bad for him right now. And Hasu, this was too greedy. He went for a very fast opening with his Nexus. He's chrono boosting the Zealot right now, but the gateway seems to be going down very fast. Will it come to succession right? Or the Zerglings, TLO so smart going after that gateway.
He's gonna get one Zealot out. This is still not gonna be enough though. He's gotta fight with his probes.
Second Zealot being chrono boosted, and I think TLO will try to sacrifice his Zerglings now. He doesn't care if he loses some of them.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's almost getting surrounded in the Zealot.
Oh, why not? Why did TLO
second
get...
Zealot's gonna be out.
TLO is regrouping. He's just regrouping, and the second Zealot will be out, although that may not be enough against so many Zerglings that the gateway is on red health. This is so crazy, guys. And will TLO get this? No. Oh, the Zerglings are crumbling, and the Zealots...
Oh, look
and
at that micro keeping the Zealot with 4 hit points alive.
Holy...
Give it away from those. Oh no,
schmucks.
Down, no.
Oh my god.
A lot of damage though dealt by TLO regardless. It's 9 probes to 7 drones. Still cranking out Zerglings is TLO. He's committed to this.
Oh my god, this 6-pull and the defense, this was freaking amazing. I've got nerd chills, guys. And HasuObs just barely saved the gateway, although I think that was more due to TLO not going after that gateway. I'm not sure it was a good idea to go fight all the Zealots and probes when you should stop the Zealot production in the first place. And now TLO sees, oh, there's just too much shield on that gateway right now. He will try to go for at least a couple more probe kills, but...
Ooh, he actually might almost get some. Yeah, he's got at least one more probe kill there. And at this point, it's just so critical. Each probe and each drone makes such a big difference right now because the counts are so low.
It's 10 versus 10.
And he's going in again. He just keeps getting there.
Oh my god, it's 10 versus 10, and TLO such a ballsy guy right now. Oh, and do you see what I'm seeing? Hasu is just sending his Zealots across the map. And TLO, by the way, he did not... Oh my god, he goes for an expansion just as I said.
Yeah, he's going for an expansion off of 11 drones.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting follow-up. The issue is that these 2 Zealots are going to be really strong against anything that he has, and he only has like 1 Queen and 2 Zerglings at home right now.
Oh my god. And this is so bad for TLO right now, although he's very good at getting as much mining time off the main probe line in HasuObs base that this is getting crazy. And Hasu going for the hatchery, not sure I agree with that, because hatchery can just get cancelled. He should go for this Queen. Oh my god, this Queen is like dead right now.
Very far off the creek.
Sorry Queen, you're dead. Oh, and the Queen just... So TLO seems to be going after this expansion anyway. What is he doing? 8 Zerglings into the production. He wants to delay this as long as possible. The hatchery may get cancelled, and there is no longer any force left of TLO in HasuObs base. This game is still so close. We don't know who is going to win, guys.
Now look at this though. It's a little bit of camping going on in between the spots. And oh man, nice position on the spawning pool. It's gonna be rough.
The sickest position on the Zealots you could possibly hope, and if spawning pool goes down, that will be it. And the mothership core is on its way. Oh my god, I think Hasu has it.
Yeah, no queens on the way, no queens out yet, and the money is staying super low for TLO. This mothership core is gonna make a big deal, but he does see it with the overlords coming in. We gotta suspect he's gonna start up a queen very soon. If he doesn't, he's going to be in huge trouble.
Hasu seems to well, is there a queen? I mean, I think Hasu has it, but then all the Zealots have been taken down. Hasu playing impatiently. TLO has great tournament experience. He knows how to deal with such such heavy pressure situations. And oh my god, the Stalker getting surrounded. No! TLO missed it! By a millimeter, he missed that. He had a chance of surrounding that Stalker. This is going to be huge, and the mothership is already there. 2 queens on the way. Will this hatchery remain? Will it remain living long enough? Oh.
Yeah, and a little dance going on between the Stalker and the Lynx. The Stalker doing quite well, staying away. Zergling speed is on the way. And it's going to be really close to see if this hatchery comes down. I think that the queen's going to be able to...
Yes!
No, I don't think so. If he stays on, if he stays target fire, he should be able to kill this hatchery. This hatchery should be able to go down. He's not turning away from it. Oh no, he actually took a hit at a... He took 1 hit on a drone there.
And the hatchery, 8 hit points, 1 hit point, and boom, goes down!
At the same time!
Holy shit! It goes exactly at the same time as the mothership. Oh my god.
Oh man.
The sickest nerf chills.
And it looks like that the Nexus is going to be able to stay up, but there's a huge stream of units coming in. The Bathing Nest is about to finish. Hasu needs units now. Hasu needs more units like yesterday. He's in some serious trouble here. It's a wide ramp. The force fields aren't going to be looking that good. The Bathing Nest just finished up, and Zergling Speed's about to finish up. He's going to lose these units. He's going to get surrounded here. A couple of good force fields.
The sentries go down. The second sentry goes down. And now the opening to the main is just open. The Gandalf came and said melon, and it let him in.
Yep, and Stargate transition trying to happen right now. He does have enough, almost, to throw out an Oracle.
Mothership
very
core.
Close.
I've never seen such a close game, to be honest.
This is definitely the scrappiest game I've ever seen in my life.
And the
amount
Nexus,
of scrap in this game is ridiculous.
That's the mothership.
He's going for a Void Ray, okay.
Void Ray makes a lot of sense right now, but...
definitely, sustained damage.
This Nexus...
But I think he's going to lose this Nexus, yeah. Absolutely agree with you.
Blow by blow.
Oh no! Oh no, the probes! The probes! The probes! Oh
what
my
probes?
god!
What probes?
All the probes just went down.
Where?
Oh my god. Oh.
No, they did not!
Yes, they did. Watch it happen. Oh my god.
Did they? Oh my god. There is so much happening right now in this game. The Nexus went down,
no.
The probes went down, 24
if we get a
probes
second,
killed.
I'll tell you what happened. Oh my god, it's too action-packed. The Zerglings are coming in, they're trying to finish off everything. HasuObs has great micro right here, and he's gonna be okay. I think we're getting a breather. Okay, this is what happened. At the north of the base, north of the main base, there were 2 banelings that were morphing in.
Holy smokes.
HasuObs grabbed a bunch of probes and surrounded the banelings and tried to kill them before they morphed in.
Oh.
But they finished morphing in. All the probes are there. They both went off. The probes exploded. And oh my god.
We are seeing a transition into Hydras right now.
Well, you know, at this point in time, I wouldn't even be surprised by a transition into Ultralisks. Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we see... I think the only unit we will not see this game is a battlecruiser. That would be impossible. But besides that, Tempest carriers, I think we can see them all. Anyway, this game is so sick.
We got another run by coming in. Not too much of a breather. He should be able to take out this pylon in the warp gate. Yeah, he's going to go for the guaranteed damage. Not going to rush into the middle area. A couple of Void Rays, though. Taking out Overlords.
But Queens,
Hydra
remember,
on the way. No
remember
Hydras
that
on the
Void
map.
Race. Remember that Void Race no longer charge up, so they cannot do any additional damage to the Queens. But then there's a bunch of Zealots going after a Spore Clover. My God, this is so close again. I cannot even believe this. And not enough Queens, it seems. Oh my God.
They have 5 Hydras about to hatch. They should be able to deal with these two Void Rays pretty easily.
But then there are the Zealots, and they take down a Hydra. And oh, we have all the drones pulling back. Wow, 33 drones against 13 probes. That's not good enough for Hasu. This game is so freaking close. Now the Void Rays are trying to take down the natural. They may still succeed at that. But then, the Hydras are here. They are angry. They are very angry. Someone has been messing up with their queens.
Oh my God. Yep, and he's gonna scout this proxy pylon over here. Gonna try to take it. No, we're not gonna try to take it out because he cannot. Hydralisks are just as fast as oracles on creep, so very fast when they have that speed upgrade and they're on the creep.
And I don't
more
think
Void
that
Rays.
we will not see a transition into a standard game, but we will see more Void Rays. That's definitely so. But so
Yep, the worker count currently, ready for this, 13 probes, 32 drones.
Exactly. And TLO, I said that a couple of times already, but I think TLO has this now, at least.
I think for
Rinse
real,
and repeat.
for really real, he has this now. Oh, he's gonna get this Void Ray.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no,
close.
he's not. Just barely gets out of there. He's sending the Hydralisks around though, and that is going to be quite strong.
Oh my God. So anyway, we have a nice wave of probes that try to prevent us, are trying to prevent losing, but no, Hasu against such a Hydra army he cannot do. Not very well, guys, not very well. And congrats! Awesome.
TLO. I mean, he's going for 1,000. He's going for €1,000.
He's still
one more best of 5. If he wins, he won €1,000 tonight. I can't believe that.
This is the sickest series. This is
he does
TLO.
what he does, right? Wow. Okay.
I mean, this game, the closest game ever.
I mean, all these games. We had 2 base races, a crazy 6-pool game.
What is happening, guys? This evening is just all about magic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I absolutely have no idea. So next up is X-Lord.
Yes.
So we're gonna see how that works out. And TLO beat his fellow German countrymen and finish out.
I am right now.
€1,000
I am
total.
just speechless about the performance of TLO. So many times he just appeared to be losing it, and he was able to come out on top eventually. And this brings me great pleasure because I don't need to change his nickname on the scoreboard. So
Yep, makes it very easy.
Yeah, he's making it easy for me.
It's as if it were a best of 7 in Team League, but instead of playing a 1 game for each player, you have to play a best of 5 every time.
Yeah.
And TL's like, yeah, okay, I'll kill in that
sure.
format. No
Easy.
problem. I mean, X-Lord, not to be taken lightly though, can definitely win this €400 and take away the potential sweep of this tournament.
So anyway, guys, my name is Yegwen. I had the uttermost pleasure of casting this with my good friend the Jack Attack. So I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you don't, or if you want us to improve, just let us know. Drop some feedback here. I just posted a link on the chat to let us know what we could do better. And just to motivate you to give some more feedback, there is a Heart of the Swarm copy in it for you. If you leave your feedback once every 2 weeks, we give away a free Heart of the Swarm copy, additional one to the ones that we give away every stream. So make sure you drop your feedback, and we'll be off for a second there, a couple of minutes break for us and for TLO. He has to morph to a higher Overmind right now to make sure he takes down that 4th show match. And yeah, ahead of us is the last series, after which there is a free Heart of the Swarm giveaway just for you. So make sure you're watching this. Anyway, see you in 5.